Okay, good morning everyone. It's 9:44 and 55 seconds. Um, Welcome to our last session. We finally end the series of 5 today, and this is on advisory. Although even if it is in advisory, actually ang pag-uusapan natin is really how to create a culture, no, inside the classroom, a culture of caring, of support, of success, of excellence, and everything else in between. So it's 9:45. So we begin, and this is what we will be tackling today: transforming your school through the power of effective class advisory. Pero sabi ko nga kanina, although class advisory ang pag-uusapan natin, really, kahit sinong teacher na gustong makabuo ng isang klaseng kultura para sa classroom, then this is it. This is for you. I hope I can be heard. It looks like I'm heard, no? So just to make sure, kindly please type yes in the chat box if good, the sound is good, the sound is okay. Please give me feedback kung kailangang lakasan or masyadong malakas or hinaan. Great, thank you. Thank you for responding. Sige, so panimulan natin ang ating pag-uusap tungkol sa class advisory. It's a choice. Um, Balikan natin yung mga naging teachers natin, naging mga class advisors natin, at sasabihin natin, ay oo nga, class advisors, sila ang hinahanap ng mga estudyante during alumni homecoming. Pag nagbabalikan yung mga graduates after many years na umalis ng eskwelahan, alumni homecoming, 10 years, 15, 20 years later, ang gustong-gusto nila makita yung mga naging class advisors nila. Kasi we've had class advisors who were extra special. They were very effective. They made an impact in our lives. Pero totoo din naman, we've had some mediocre ones na nakalimutan na natin, na hindi nga natin maalala kung paano niya ginawa yung advisory niya. Para bang ang ginawa niya lang lagi is nagche-check ng attendance, nagko-collect ng reply slips. Parang yun lang, no? Pero walang impact, walang mark that has been left on us. Okay, so sabi ko, lalaktawan ko yung a number of principles para diretso kagad tayo sa mga strategies. Kasi Rafe Esquith, yung libro niyang Teach Like Your Hair is on Fire, very little ang nakuha pa lang natin sa napakaraming strategies niya. And karamihan sa kanila are appropriate, perfect for class advisors. Okay? I'll give you an example. Yung bell nagre-ring at 7:30 to start the class, di ba? Pero sa kanyang classroom, ang mga estudyante, they are happy to be inside the classroom at 6 a.m. every day. Hindi sila pinipilit. They're happy to be there at 6 a.m. to do math and English drills. Wow, how does Rafe do that? I'll show you his system. Kasi yun yung ating title, Strategies and Systems. And then the bell rings, sabi ko kahapon, the bell rings at 3:30 for dismissal. Pero ang mga estudyante niya, they prefer to be there up to 6 in the evening, every day, to rehearse for a Shakespeare play. And then, yung mga estudyante in that community, many of them end up failed, kicked out, or even jailed. Except lahat ng mga estudyante na dumadaan sa classroom niya sa grade 5. All of them end up in Stanford, Harvard, Yale, and some other Ivy League schools. How does he do that? He teaches for character. He's an effective class advisor. He's more than just a minimalist teacher. Tapos titingnan nyo yung picture na to, most of his students are ESL students, English as Second Language students, Asians, Indians, Pinoys even. Pero at the end of grade 5, lahat ng estudyante niya are able to publish a book. How does he do that? I'll tell you about these strategies. And then, um, meron siyang sistema na ginagawa na by which the students are able to reach level 6 thinking. Okay? Sabi ko sa inyo kahapon, Kohlberg was the one who put the principles in place, yung theory niya about the 6 levels of moral development. Si Rafe Esquith ang nag-apply nun sa classroom setting. And that's why we're going to see paano ginagawa ni Rafe yung making the students 6th level of moral thinking. So, I met him in Washington, D.C. Tinanong ko, Rafe, can I invite you to the Philippines? Sabi niya, sure. And then he emailed me, ang rate niya is 1 million pesos per appearance. So sabi ko, thank you na lang. I'll just buy your book, memorize the content, and then I'll give it in seminars. Mas mura. So, no need to hire him for 1 million to give you a seminar, a conference. I'm going to mention some of those methods and madness inside room 56. For 28 years, he's been using the same classroom, room 56. And sabi niya nga sa discussion ng book niya, okay, first 4 chapters are methods. Chapter 5 and beyond, it's only for crazy teachers. Madness. It's only if you are crazy enough to be an excellent teacher, someone who teaches for character and makes an impact. And then, babalikan pa rin natin si Hal Urban and some more strategies from his book, 20 Things Good Teachers Do. Sabi nila, if there is only one book na bibilhin mo on strategies for character formation inside the classroom, kahit anong subject ang tinuturuan mo, it should be this, the book of Hal Urban. He's coming up with a new book this April, I think, or May, and the title is The Good News. Kailangan natin ng mga good news ngayon, given this pandemic, the situation, the crisis. So, ang latest book niya is about the good news. And then, paulit-ulit kong binibigay sa inyo ito kasi available siya, 270-page book for downloading in the Facebook page, no, of facebook.com/groups/schools of character. One word, schools of character. So, if you have not done so yet, please find time to download and read because it has thousands, I'm not exaggerating, thousands of strategies from the best schools. Well, in the US, kasi yun lang yung inaral nila Dr. Licona, but strategies, many of those strategies, if not all, are applicable to our setting here. So, the past 2 days, paulit-ulit nating sinasabi, now more than ever, character formation is important. Lalo na't may crisis sa character ng mga kabataan. Lalo na't may crisis sa society, sa morals, sa values, nag-iiba. And kailangan nating palakihin itong mga kabataan ngayon, still safeguarding those same values. Our job is not just to make them smart, experts in science, in English, in technology. In fact, ito ang katotohanan. Hindi lahat ng estudyante natin may kakayanan to be experts in science, in medicine, in biology, in chemistry, in mathematics. Some of them talagang hanggang doon na lang ang kanilang kakayanan. And that's it. And nothing wrong because that's it. Pero all of them without exception, kailangan mapalaki nating man or woman of character, every single one of them. And we can do it if we are intentional, deliberate, systematic, making use of strategies. Principles, really, come to think of it, ang effective class advisor, siya ang merong kakayanang magbigay ng napakalaking impact sa buhay ng mga estudyante natin. Kahit tayo may experience niyan. Minsan, ang natatakbuhan natin, or kadalasan, nung tayo ay nasa eskwelahan pa, ang natatakbuhan natin, kung wala na tayong mapupuntahan, kung hindi man lang kaibigan o kamag-anak, is the class advisor. In fact, I'll give, well, my personal example, my personal experiences sa Southridge, 10 times a week ang meeting ng class advisor to start the day and to end the day. 10 times a week. Samantalang ang religion teacher, 3 times a week. Minsan 2 times a week pa nga lang ang meeting. Sa public school, once a week nga lang ang values. Tapos, ang English teacher, 3-4 times. Pero ang class advisor, 10 beses sa isang linggo, pwede natin silang makausap. Tayo ang kanilang nakikita, tayo ang kanilang nakakausap. We are in a position, we class advisors are in a position to have the greatest impact. But may qualifier yung sentence ko, an effective class advisor. Kasi tanggap natin, in the past, meron tayong na-experience na gano'n, class advisor na minimalist. Class advisor na parang kung pwede lang hindi niya tayo mapuntahan sa class advisory, hindi niya gagawin. Yung minimalist ang tawag natin doon. Not willing to go beyond the minimum and not willing to take the extra mile. Pero in many schools, estudyante na buntis. Wala siyang matatakbuhan sa bahay. Ang tatakbuhan niya yung class advisor. I think I told you about this. Nagpatulong sa akin itong premier Catholic school in the Philippines. Nagpatulong sila, Mr. Rentoy, kailangan namin ng character seminars kasi noong December 23, may estudyante kami na buntis. Nanganak. Alam mo, Mr. Rentoy, ang sama ng loob namin is wala man lang nakaalam na teachers. Nabuntis pala siya, 9 na buwan. No one even noticed. No one paid attention. And worse, Mr. Rentoy, the parents never even knew. Buntis pala siya. Naalaman lang nila kasi kailangan nilang ilusob siya sa hospital 1 December 23 morning. Kailangan ng mga anak. And this is a grade 11 student, senior high. And we are seeing more and more cases like this. Sana nandun yung class advisor na parang nanay na nakinig sa kanya. At least, pwede nating sabihin, buti na lang hindi niya pinalaglag ang bata. At least pinanindigan niya. Pero sana may character, sana may values, sana may modesty, chastity, purity, sana may self-control, sana may character. Nakasalalay sa class advisor, sa kanyang effectiveness or ineffectiveness, ang spirit or the lack of it of the class. Minsan ang binibigay kong title pagka ang seminar na bibigay ko is class advisory, conjuring the spirit of the class. Kasi yun nung ginagawa ng class advisor eh. Siya yung parang bumubuo ng kung anong klaseng class ito. What kind of class are you going to be? Okay, so ano ang expectations ng eskwelahan sa class advisors? Ito, unang-una, sila dapat ang mayroong understanding and sincere appreciation ng mission, vision, spirit of the school. Kasi yun yung trabaho ng class advisor. To get the students identify themselves with the spirit of the school. Parang chat lang, parang means of formation lang. Lahat naman ng means of formation na binibigay sa atin, what is the objective? To get us identified with the spirit of our faith, our church, our religion. And therefore, kailangan ang class advisor, since ito ang kanyang main task, you see, hindi lang trabaho ng class advisor, mag-check ng attendance, mag-submit ng monthly report sa registrar's office, mag-distribute ng memos, ng letters to the parents, at saka mag-follow up ng reply slips. Hindi, we go beyond that. Our objective is, itong mga estudyante sa loob ng ating class advisory, we have to help them to identify themselves with the spirit of the school. Therefore, kung yun ang trabaho natin, in the first place, kailangan naiintindihan natin and na-appreciate natin fully itong what the school stands for. Kaya the worst class advisors are those who criticize the school. Especially since nakikinig sa'yo ang inyong mga estudyante and they gobble up every word that comes from your mouth. I mean, really, I'm not exaggerating. Ang mentality ng mga bata, class advisor na natin to eh. Siya na nga ang ating parabang pinaka-role model, pinaka-titingala, pinakikinggan. Siya na nga ang dapat nating talagang pakinggan eh. So, importante itong number 1 expectation na to. Here's number 2. Kasi tayo ang direct link, di ba? Yung homeschool collaboration na tinatawag natin. Sino ba naman ang nagko-communicate with the parents? Nagpapadala ng notes, ng letters. O kaya, 5 araw ng absent itong estudyante. Sino ba naman ang tatawag sa bahay ng estudyante to talk to the parents para kamustihan? Kamusta na po? Bakit siya absent? Ang class advisor. Therefore, kailangan magaling tayong mag-communicate in writing and orally. Admit it or not, like it or not, the parents judge the school, the standards of the school, according to kung ano ang nare-receive nilang letter, kung ano ang naririnig nila sa teachers. Sabi ko kahapon, the school is only as good as its teachers. Totoo yun. If the parents are impressed, uy, ang galing ng teacher mo napaka-concerned, talagang fina-follow up na gusto niya talaga na makapasa ka. Sabi niya dito sa note, mag-aral ka raw. Bilib na bilib sila kasi doon sa sinulat ng class advisor. Yung kinommunicate, yung sinabi sa kanila ng kanilang class advisor. But the opposite is also true. Ay, ano ba naman tong sulat na pinadala ng class advisor mo? Mali-mali ang grammar. Ganito ba ang tinuturo sa inyo? Ganito ba ang teachers nyo? They judge the school based on yung kung ano ang kanilang direct experience. And this is most of the time the class advisor. Kaya mahalaga na kailangan improve natin ang ating sarili sa ating pagsalita, pagsulat, whether in Tagalog or English, pero basta kailangan pilitin natin na kaya natin. And number 3, alam ko iba sa inyo, class advisors, ano? Hindi lang kayo class advisor, naging choreographer din kayo ng Christmas program ng mga bata. Naging coach din kayo ng class nyo para sa sabayang bigkasan, di ba? Naging kayo pa yung nagde-design minsan ng costume ng estudyante nyo pag magko-compete siya sa declamation contest, ganyan. I mean, really, in the end, the class advisor is more than just a teacher. He becomes a choreographer. She becomes the coach in competition, in contest. She becomes the cheerleader. Class, come on, kaya natin to. Let's win the quiz bee. Okay? Let's pray for our representatives. Kayo ang guide, coach, friend, advisor, moderator, cheerleader many times. Therefore, kung yun ang ina-expect sa atin, kung yun ang pinapagawa sa atin throughout the school year, a class advisor should have certain intellectual capacity and more or less a managerial, capacity for managerial tasks. Yung able to supervise maraming activities simultaneously. Darating na ang Pasko, meron tayong open house. Pero nandyan pa rin yung unit plan, submission. Tapos yung katatapos lang na term, kailangan ko masubmit yung grade. Tapos, kailangan checkan pa yung papers at saka gradean. Tapos, isasubmit sa registrar's office yung summary of attendance and tardiness. And tapos, hindi pwedeng kalat ang isang tao tapos magiging effective classroom manager. Therefore, itong tatlong ito, kung naghahanap kayo ng paano ba natin ite-train ang ating mga class advisors, ito na yon. Getting them to have a full understanding and appreciation going back to the school's mission vision, crafting the, how do you call that, the battle cry for the year, touchstone of the school, and then training in oral and written communication, whether it's in Tagalog or English. And then number three, managerial skills, organizational skills, um, time management. These are, in the end, ang dami, ano? Dami palang expectations sa class advisor. It goes beyond merely collecting. Um, no wonder, alumni homecoming, sila ang hinahanap ng mga estudyante. Kasi sila yung talagang nagturo sa mga kabataan many values, virtues, skills even, disposition, na hindi natuturo ng math, science, English, Filipino, social studies, araling panlipunan. We can replace there. A class advisor affects eternity. He or she can never tell where his or her influence stops. Ang lakas ng epekto ng impact ng class advisor. So, yung mga strategies na ibibigay ko sa inyo, yung mga methods, yung mga systems, will only make sense if you accept with me ito, na effective class advisor has probably the greatest impact on the formation of the students. Pag natanggap na nyo ito, if you accept this, then it will make sense. Ay, oo nga, kaya pala kailangan natin ng strategies. Kailangan natin ng investing more time, effort, and minsan, even resources to be able to do certain methods and systems. Kahapon, pinag-usapan natin itong 6 levels of moral development. So, class advisors, anything I will talk about, strategies, after we finish a few more principles, please keep in mind, we are after level 6, okay? Don't be satisfied with just rewards method. Kasi some of the things I will give you, parang reward system sila. Pero, when you do the reward system, at the back of your mind, this is in the service of level 6 thinking. I, as a class advisor, should be able to say, class, come on. Best behavior, ah? Because you belong to our class. Dala nyo ang pangalan ng klase natin. So, as a class advisor, sasabihin ko sa aking grade 5 class. I was a class advisor for many years of grade 5, later on grade 7. Kahit vice principal na ako ng high school, nag-insist ako because I saw the impact of the class advisor. So, sasabihin ko sa class ko, okay class, this morning, we will attend the first Friday Mass, okay? I expect best behavior, ah? I expect best behavior because people will judge our class according to what they will see in you. Not because I will reward you, not because I will punish you if you misbehave, not because you just want to please. No, kasi dala nyo ang pangalan ng klase natin and people will judge our class according to what they will see in us pag-attend natin ng Mass mamaya. Okay? So, let's go. Fall in line outside. We will go to the chapel. Dala nila yon. Nasa isip nila, I have to behave. Not because I will be punished, not because there's a reward, but because people should know that this class where I belong, my class, 5B Best Bets class, that's the name we gave our class for a number of years. The 5B Best Bets class will be judged according to ano ang makikita ng mga magulang, ng mga ibang estudyante, ng ibang teachers sa ating klase. So, with pride, I would bring my class to the very front of the chapel. Wala naman kasing seating arrangement. So, I would, without shame, without fear, I would bring my class to the front kasi alam ko, they know how to behave. And again, not because may reward, not because may punishment, not because it's the rule, but because alam nila, dala nila ang pangalan ng aming klase. So, parang ganito tayo, no? Class advisor, minsan, ito yung talagang tinatawag na in loco parentis. We are like the father, the mother of the class. Tayo ang magiging takbuhan nila. Whether it's academic problem, personal problem, family problem, tayo ang makikita nila. Kailangan ko makausap si ma'am, kailangan ko makausap si sir. Of course, in schools like ours, meron tayong mentoring system. That becomes even a more loco parentis kind of role. Pero as a class, tayo ang like the head there. So, I want you to have a vision. How do you want your class to be known by people? Think about it. Ito dapat ang ginagawa natin before we start a school year. Yung training ng class advisory, ng advisors, dapat gagawa sila ng visioning. I want my class to be known as the most aggressive, ayan, competitive. Okay, so yan ang gusto mo. No problem. Gusto ko makilala ang class ko as the most kind, respectful class. Alam ng mga teachers dapat na, uy, napakabait nitong batang to. Very courteous. Ay, kaya naman pala, dun siya sa class ni Miss Batong Bakal. Kaya naman pala, nasa estudyante pala kasi naman to ni Mr. David. Kaya na, so, even the other teachers will start getting to know our vision for our class. What we envision to produce as a class. So, it's important to have a vision. And then, once meron tayong vision, ito, gusto ko ganito makikilala ang aking class. Ha? A class where students support each other. Walang bullying, walang awayan, walang problema with friendship, camaraderie, solid kami niyan. And in the first days of school, according to Harry Wong, in the first days of school, I will spend a lot of time building team spirit. Building team spirit. You know, I'll let you know, sa Southridge, as in many other schools, ano ang ginagawa ng mga eskwelahan on day one? They review the school's policies on how to get detained, suspended, expelled, dropped from the rolls. They review the policies on attendance, repeating the year, Bidori, boys in dangers of repeating the year. They review the rules. Eh ano yan? Level 1. Rules, level 3. Not me, day 1. After introducing myself, getting the boys excited about the school year, I would tell them, okay, change to PE attire. 1 week kasi bago magbukas ang school year, sinusulatan ko na ang parents. Ini-email ko na sila, please make sure your son brings with him his PE attire on day 1. Because day 1, we spend 2 hours playing basketball, football, futsal, and walang kamatayang dodgeball. 2 hours, enough to forge a team spirit, camaraderie, and after 2 hours, they look around and they see school can be so much fun if you're with your friends. And these are going to be your best friends for the next 10 months. Well, I'm going to share with you later exactly what I do on day 1 because that is research-backed. It's a very important matter that we have to keep in mind. Okay, so iisipin natin, sige, class advisor ako. I'm responsible for a class. Anong klaseng class ang aking gagawin? Ang kalalabasan nitong advisory ko. So the key questions is, what is the vision for the class? And then, even better, on day 1, sit down with your students, with your class advisory, and as a class, agree, how will we be known by the school by? What are the core values that we as a class consider pinakamahalaga? Sa dinami-dami ng character, ng values, pinakita ko sa inyo yung vocabulary of emotions, 2 pages, letters A to Z. Now, character, virtues, values, ganun din karami. Kailangan natin piliin ngayon as a class, anong gusto nyong core values? Yung bang sasabihin nating ito ang 3 or 4 na values that we hold dearest among all the other virtues. And then we make them swear or pledge that we will abide by these core values. Sorry. How will the students, okay, what will be the monitoring process? How will the students benefit from that vision? Do you believe that the vision will make a positive difference? So, pinag-iisipan natin lahat ito. And of course, the answer is yes, yes. If we are driven by vision, by a clear goal, objective, then we stand a better chance. Nakakayanin nating abutin, maabot yung gusto nating makuha. Okay, sabi ng US Senate Resolution, kung ang isang eskwelahan daw ay vibrant, innovative, child-centered place, kung ang eskwelahan daw ay may reputation for excellence in teaching, kung ang mga estudyante are performing to the best of their ability, chances are you can point to the principal's leadership as the key to success. That's the leadership solution. That's how important leadership is. The same Senate resolution also observed, if a class, so yung kanina, if a school, ito ngayon, if a class is a vibrant, innovative, child-centered place, kung ang klase ay may reputasyon for excellence, kung ang mga estudyante doon are performing to the best of their ability, one can almost always point to the class advisor's leadership as the key to success. It's true. The leadership effectiveness or ineffectiveness of leadership makes creates the whole picture, creates the end of the whole thing. In the effective class, the class advisor acts as a leader and effectively communicates the goals to his students and their parents. Di ba? Warning of bad teaching happening, warning signs of bad teaching happening. Kahapon pinag-usapan natin, and one of them is this: no effort to communicate with the parents. But the opposite is true. Trait of an excellent class: there is close communication between the school or the teacher and the parents. Okay, so let's go to strategies, methods, systems. Here is the first system I'd like to propose to you. Sa lahat ng eskwelahan na tinuruan ko, Westbridge, I was director there. I was the first, I was the first teacher. I started the school and I implemented this. And then I went to Southridge. I implemented the award for class excellence. And then I went to Bannister Academy. I implemented that system and it worked. And then I went to Northfield. We implemented it and it worked. It worked. I mean, it transformed the school this past years ever since inumpisahan namin yun. It works. So, there must be something about getting the students to be competing, not against each other, but with themselves to achieve class excellence. So, halimbawa, ito yung binigay ko sa Bannister Academy. Kasi yung kanilang logo is ganito, no? Bannister Academy is a young school in Libis, Quezon City. I was there from the second year of operation up to the time na umalis ako for Sri Lanka. And since ganito yung kanilang logo, yung kanilang emblem, then ang ginamit namin is, let's call it the Lion Award for Class Excellence. Tapos since ganito, may shield, instead of saying points, merits, we call it shields. 20 shields instead of 20 points. 30 shields instead of... So, and then we would launch it at the start of the year where students are assembled and they are told, gusto nyo bang maging awardee for class excellence ang klase ninyo? Then, These are the ways to gain points. Okay? Sa Southridge, the year we implemented it, yung I was in charge of formation, yung principal said, let's have a touchstone this year, a battle cry. Ang ating battle cry this year will be Soar Great Heights. Yan. Soar Great Heights. Very nice. So, because yun yung aming ginawang battle cry, imbis na Southridge Award for Class Excellence, tinawag kong Eagle Award for Class Excellence. Kasi soaring eh. And what comes to your mind pag inisip mong soaring? And since Eagle Award for Class Excellence, let's not call it points. Let's call the scores wings. Ayan. Okay? Kasi call ni naman, napaka-plain kung 20 merits for class section, grade 5C. Ayan. 13 points. No, we called it wings. We have to get more wings. In the case of Bannister, we have to get more shields. We have to win those shields. So here are ways by which a class can get merits or points or shields or wings. For example, every month, we will look at attendance. Your class has zero absence. Fantastic. You gain 20 shields. Your class has zero tardiness. 30 shields for your class for the month of July. Tapos, meron tayong clean classroom recognition. You have to be qualifier for 3 weeks in a row, at least 4 days in a week. So, the point here is, tuwan-tuwa yung janitors nito nung ginawa namin to sa Southridge. Kasi at the end of the day, instead of maglinis yung janitor, scorer siya. Meron siyang 4 na checklist. The blackboard is clean. The trash can area is clean. The rows of chairs are aligned. And the teacher's table is orderly. Ang trabaho ng janitor after dismissal is to go room by room scoring. Ay, hindi na erase ang blackboard. Mali, X. Malinis ang trash can area. Check. Malinis ang teacher's table. Lahat ng chairs aligned and orderly. So, yun lang ang ginagawa niya. Nagsascore siya ng cleanliness status ng bawat klase. And to be able to get 30 shields or 30 points, dapat 3 of the 4 check marks, meron ka 4 days in a week. Okay? Ibig sabihin, okay, we allow for every now and then may lapse, pero 1 day a week lang na you don't get the 3 check marks. At least dapat 3 of those 4 check marks ma-checkan ng janitor, makita ng janitor na ginawa ninyo, then we will give your class 30 points or 30 shields. Okay? For every student in good standing in clubs or varsity, then they will want to join a varsity para yung class nila can get 10 points, 10 shields. For a student that competes in an international competition, laki niyan, 50 shields or 50 wings. In a national competition, 30 wings for the class. In a district competition, 10 shields for the class. Attendance to parents-teachers conference. Maybe in your case, meron kayong parents quarterly forum or seminar for parents. Tapos yung ibang schools, hirap na hirap. You know, I was invited sa La Salle Zobel to give a talk twice to parents. And there are something like, I don't know, 6,000 students, 4,000 families. Pagpasok ko sa auditorium, there were 200 parents. Ano nangyari dun sa 4,000 other parents? Or 3,800 other families? Hirap na hirap ang mga eskwelahan to get the parents to come to attend a seminar. Let's give 50 points to the class kung 100% ng mga magulang ninyo families represented dun sa parents-teacher conference. 40 points if 80% of them attend, 30 points if 70%, etc. The same thing with fun run. 100% attendance ng mga magulang, ng families mo sa fun run, fantastic. 50 points for your class, 50 shields or 50 wings, and many more. Now, ang expectation natin sa mga bata sa loob ng classroom ay mag-aral. That's the highest and most important task na meron sila. Therefore, dun dapat ang pinakamalaking points available. Okay? 100% ng estudyante mo sa klase nakapasok sa first, second, or third honor, fantastic. 100 points para sa class mo. 90% lang, 90 points, 90 shields or wings for your class. 80% nakapasok sa 18 points, etc. And then, pwede mong idagdag dyan kahit anong any other, basta i-announce mo ahead of time. Okay, class, yung 100% compliance dito sa requirement na to, we will give 50 wings, 50 shields para sa class niya. Now, bago mag-umpisa at the start of every quarter or term, ina-announce na ng administration, ng principal o ng class advisor para ma-qualify ang ating klase sa Class Excellence Award. Kailangan nating makakuha raw ng 2,000 points, 2,000 shields, or 2,000 wings. Okay? Any class na makakuha total of all the available wings or points or shields, any class na makakuha ng 2,000 points will be given recognition as Class Excellence Awardee for this term. Every term, merong declaration kung sino ang mga nakaabot ng quota number. At the end of the school year, mas maging malaking recognition yon. Maybe it already should come with certificate or trophy or a plaque na ibibigay sa class advisor. Because in the end, it's the class advisor yung nagtulak sa mga kabataan na, let's go. 0 absence tayo ha, class. 0 tardiness tayo ha. Please get your parents to come ha. Please get your parents to attend the fun run ha. Siya ang spirit of the class, coach of the class, cheerleader of the class. Now, take note ha, hindi sila naglalaban against each other. They are fighting, they're competing against themselves. Kasi any class that is able to reach a certain number of wings is qualified to receive the Class Excellence Recognition for that term or for the school year. So hindi nila, baliwala sa kanila kung ano ang makuha ng ibang klase. Ang mahalaga sa atin is our class should be able to garner as many as those. Tapos maraming available initiatives na merong kasamang points or wings. If your class has a newsletter, class newsletter for parents, 50 wings yan, 50 points yan. Your class organized an outreach, visit to the home for the aged, for the home for the orphans, hospital for the sick. Every act of mercy, whether corporal or spiritual, the class can gain 20, 30, 50 wings. So I love a school where classes are trying to outdo each other in doing good. Narinig nyo sa akin kahapon yan. I love a classroom where students are trying to outdo each other in doing good. Ito ngayon, I love a school where classes are trying to outdo each other in doing good. And they will try to outdo each other kasi every month, magkakaroon ka ng update, i-announce mo in the whole school-wide assembly. As of today, grade 5B has certain number of wings. You hear the cheering. And then, grade 6A has this number of wings. Mas mataas, mas malakas yung cheering. And 7D has this number of wings and you have an even louder cheering. Or jeering. People will laugh at pagkababa-baba naman ng score nyo. So, may nagkakaroon ng class competition, but really, the system is they are not competing against each other. They're competing against themselves. Come on, don't be late na. Para meron tayong 20 wings for zero tardiness. Or, come on, study hard. Para 100 wings yan for if 100% of you make it to the honors list. Ito ang tinatawag natin, description kahapon sa classroom management. High control, high support. High control now, you want them to work hard to get into the honors list, gagawin nila, pipilitin nila ang lahat ng magagawa nila para makapasok. High control. You want them to be present and not to be absent. They don't want to be absent kasi ang laki ng points para sa zero absence eh. You want them all to be on time? Yeah. You want them all to be punctual in submission of projects? Dagdag natin sa wings, sa points, sa shields. Okay, now, you notice it doesn't make sense. Class identity, tapos 5B, 5C. Anong sinabi ko? 7D. That's not a name. So, day one, ang dapat ginagawa ng class advisor is, okay class, let us come up with a name by which we will be known by which people will recognize us. Class name. Ang ginawa namin sa Bannister, sa Northfield, sa Southridge is, kailangan ang class name nyo, virtue, and then this year ang ating SOAR Great Heights, name of a bird. Okay? So, for example, the brave monkey-eating eagle. The brave darters. Yan. The daring darters. That's the name that we gave my class, my last class in Southridge, bago ako lumipat ng University of Asia in the Pacific. A virtue and then a name. In the case of Southridge primary school, grade school, ginawa nila is a virtue and a name of an animal. I'm going to show you those concrete things. And then, let's not just have a name, let's have a class motto. Grade 5B, best bets. Nagbotohan kami. Yun ang nanalo nung una. Kasi hindi pa institutionalized, kami pa lang ang gumawa. Kaya wala pa yung mga adjective, tapos hayop, adjective, tapos ibon. So, nagbotohan kami on day 1. Grade 5B ang class natin. May tatlong names na sinuggest. Nagbotohan ang nanalo, best bets. Okay, now we will be known as 5B Best Bets. Class motto, be the best. 5B Best Bets class, be the best. That's our motto. Great. And then let's have a logo. Class logo. You know what we are doing here? Binibigyan namin ng identity ang iyong klase. Hindi ka lang grade 7B, grade 11A. That doesn't mean anything. You are now going to be 11A, brave warriors. Braving the difficult. And then meron kaming logo. And then, in the case of grade school, gustong-gusto nila to. Meron pa silang class cheer. So, they begin the day with the class advisor, with the usual prayer, and then they do the class cheer. That's creating a class spirit, a class mindset, a class identity. It becomes totally different, you know. Pagka ang isang estudyante, iniisip niya, hindi lang ako kasama sa isang section. I belong to a family, a group, a team. Because meron kaming pangalan, meron kaming logo, meron pa kaming motto, meron pa kaming cheer. I'll show you the Southridge model, and then from here, makakakuha ka ng maraming examples or how it is applied, and it's effective. Now, let me pause for a while and say, marami akong ibibigay sa inyo na strategies which may not be applicable to your situation, or you will never be able to do them, it's okay. Ang importante is pumasok sa isipan ninyo na, ay oo nga, ang dami palang pwede pang gawin. Ang dami pa palang strategies na pwedeng matutunan. I'm not saying all these things para gawin ninyo. I'm saying these things in order to open your mind na, ay oo nga, teaching is more exciting than simply being one chapter ahead. Class advisory is more exciting than collecting transmittal slips, following up attendance. No, there's more to life and there's more to advisory than just that. Southridge is an all-boys school. I was one of the first graduates of Southridge, batch 1984. Nag-umpisa yung Southridge 1979, grade 7 kami. And then kami yung unang-unang nag-graduate in 1984. And then that's what inspired me to start the school in Iloilo, West Bridge. After 3 years there, bumalik ako sa Southridge for 15 years. I was there. I mentioned in the introduction, I served as principal of intermediate school, vice principal of high school, and then department chair of religion. And then, sabi ko sa inyo, I was class advisor for many years, and I was moderator of the club, of many clubs. One of them is, well, Junior Yung Ridge, the school paper. We went on to win 9 trophies from Catholic Mass Media Awards, including the first ever Hall of Fame for Best Campus Paper for high school for 4 straight years. So, Gloria Macapagal Arroyo was the one who gave us that trophy for Hall of Fame award. But I also mentioned to you, I set up a club, OSE, Organization for Student Empowerment, with now Governor Jay Suarez. No, he's now Congressman Jay Suarez and company. And then I also started the Southridge Servers Society, the club of servers. Well, they are trained not just to serve mass, but to serve society, to serve the community. And then meron pa akong ginawang yung club Catalyst, the group of grade 7 boys who will take it upon themselves to make a difference in the school. Kaya paglipat ko ng UANP, that's the first thing I did, to start Catalyst of UANP. Yun yung organization that organized Jason Everett conferences, mga ganyan. Kasi naniniwala ako sa kakayanan ng mga estudyante for leadership and to make a big difference. Now, hindi yung hanggang later on pagka professionals na sila. Pero ngayon pa lang estudyante, kaya nila. In fact, they like these challenges. And this is time spent, this is better time spent than, I don't know, making TikTok videos and surfing the internet and ML and social media, etc. So, ito ang Southridge experience. Take a look, for example, ginawa ng grade 6A. Ang kanilang pangalan ay Resolute Wolves. Yan. Virtue and the name of an animal. Resolute Wolves. Tapos meron silang core values, respect, fortitude, responsibility. Klase ang nag-decide niyan on day 1. Nagbotohan sila. And kailangan i-defend mo. Bakit mo gusto ang responsibility? Sasagot yung isa. Kasi sir, ang alam ko problema ng maraming classmates ko, kulang dyan sa responsibility. Kulang dyan sa fortitude. Laging complain itong mga classmates ko. Kailangan natin ng fortitude. Good. Tapos meron pa silang ginawang motto, Duc in altum, launch out into the deep. Ito mang grade 2A, yan, hard-working ants ang kanilang piniling pangalan. Tapos meron silang piniling core values, courtesy, obedience, order, kindness. And then siguro yung class advisor, lagi silang pinapaalalahanan na, class sabi nyo, courtesy, kailangan pag may nakita kayong teacher along the corridor, stop and greet good morning. Yan. You know, I visit schools, minsan 15 minutes walking around the campus, masasabi mo kagad kung anong klaseng eskwelahan yan. if they know how to be courteous, if they know how to greet good morning, if they know how to treat guests with respect. 15 minutes, that's all you need many times. Malalaman mo kagad kung anong klaseng eskwelahan ang um, binibisita mo. One of the things we do sa Center for the Fourth and Fifth Hours is nag-a-accredit kami ng schools of character. And there are 6 now. One university, and then only one PAREF school has qualified so far. And then one school in Cebu, one school in Laguna, and then Holy Angel University, yung university, and then Ridley International School. Yung pa lang so far ang nag-qualify. But the first one ever is Morning Star Montessori School in Calamba, malapit sa inyo. They also have a branch in Pansol, in Erie. So it was so successful, nag-umpisa siya sa Erie, they put up another one in Calamba, malapit sa bahay ni Rizal. Morning Star Montessori School. It's the first school of character we declared in the Philippines. And pagbisita ko sa eskwelahan nila, I've never seen any school like that. Bawat tao na makita mo sa corridor, sa office, would stop to greet with courtesy, with hindi put on. Hindi yung parang put on lang yung good morning, sir. I mean, talagang they were trained to be courteous. Nasa sistema nila. Kasi that's how they are trained, and that's how the directress, a very good friend now of mine, Mrs. Hedy Tordesillas, that's how she trained everyone. At the back of her mind, from the beginning, she wants this to be a school of character. So, where every student, every staff, even the lady selling in the cafeteria, the security guard, lahat sila na nakita ko, nakasalubong ko, stopped to greet with that authentic courtesy. And then, it's a good time to ask, ganun ba ang eskwelahan natin na trained ang lahat ng tao? Lahat, pati security guard, pati yung people in the cafeteria, to be courteous. It's fantastic, pagka ang ating mission or ang ating vision is really to create a school of character, it can transform totally yung environment and even the disposition. Pagka nasabihan ang lahat doon na we are striving to be a school of character, which has respect, which has responsibility, which has courtesy, which has hard work. So, kung lagi tayong nagsasalita tungkol dito sa mga values na to, they start becoming part of the system. So, ayan, meron silang motto and virtue of the month. Pinag-usapan na natin yung virtue of the month system nung pinag-usapan natin yung urgency of character formation. So, for this month, kanilang virtue of the month is self-discipline. Tapos may motto of the week. Every week, yun ang sinusulat nila ng mga bata sa papel, sa 1/4 sheet, 1 whole sheet, whatever. Notebook, whatever paper they use for the week. Okay? Classroom rules, sabi ko kahapon sa classroom management talk, mas maganda if every classroom na pasukin mo, pare-pareho ang classroom rules. Expectations, procedures, pare-pareho. It's along the corridor. They are reminded kung ano ang virtue of the month. Here now is grade 2C, the friendly cobras. Ayan. I don't know kung paano magiging friendly ang cobra. But anyway, yun ang kanilang pinili. And they chose courtesy, obedience, order, kindness. Yun ang kanilang 4 core values. So, and then nakita ninyo, all the while, nandito ang kanilang logo. Everyone has a logo. And ang ginawa ng department, ng principal's office is ginawang standardized. Nag-design ang mga bata and then the school artist executed into a good logo form. Okay? So, ito yung sa hardworking ants. Yan ang kanilang logo. Okay, sorry, I went back. I'll go forward and there. Ito naman ang grade 3B, the Brave Barracudas. And core values nila, bravery, loyalty, zealousness. Yan. If that is their logo, the Zealous cults. Bravery, loyalty, zealousness. Enduring Ascals, ito ang grade 1A. And then imagine these kids starting their day every day with a class cheer. Of course, they like it. Those are kids, no? That's their logo. Now, every month, nilo-launch nila ang Virtue of the Month with an assembly, a school-wide assembly with all the students. Tapos merong magbibigay ng talk tungkol sa Virtue of the Month. Tapos i-display yung class banners, class logos on stage. Kasi i-announce ng principal yung standing ng Class Excellence Award. And you imagine, binanggit pa lang, for enduring Ascals. Yan. And you have the kids cheering already for their class. What is that? You have created a class identity, a class spirit. Okay? So, naka-display yun doon. Pero ang highlight is, papasok si Captain Virtue. Yan. Captain Virtue comes in costume. Kasi Captain Virtue will not just talk about the virtue of the month, he will give recognition sa mga estudyante who lived in an exceptional way yung virtue of the month na katatapos lang. And he will be there to personally hand over the certificate to the awardee. Halimbawa, the virtue of the month is hard work. Let's say, in the previous month. Ang bibigyan natin ng recognition are the students who improved the most. Yan. From grades lower than certain level, standard or grade, and then now they are performing better. You monitor yung kanilang performance. And the kids, of course, are most excited to see Captain Virtue para makapag-picture kasama siya. Yan. So, and it's just a certificate, and they can afford to, okay, student assembly on Wednesday, wear your class color with your class logo. Now, all these things, as I said, they're just ideas. You don't have to do them. But the point is, ay, ang dami pa nga palang pwedeng gawin. Ang dami pa natin pwedeng gawin para ang virtues of the month ay talaga namang visible, buhay na buhay, hindi lamang sa papel kung hindi talagang ginagawa. It's 10:47. We've been here for 1 hour. It's time to have a little break. For some, to take advantage, to go to the washroom, get water if you need to get water, while others will be here to watch some Jollibee videos, okay? So, I'll give you a break now while I show these videos, and some might want to take advantage to do a water break or comfort room break.
Siguro, napapaisip ka kung saan nila kinukuha ang kanilang tapang. Ang sumagot sa tawag ng nangangailangan. Ang hindi umatras, kahit malagay sila sa panganib. Ang baliwalain ng kaba makapagdala lang ng saya. Ang tiisin ng hirap para sa pamilya. Ang magmalasakit na walang hinihintay na kapalit. Lumalabas na lang ng kusa. Hindi pilit. Saan nila nakukuha yun? Saan nga ba kundi sa isang taong minahal sila ng higit pa sa sarili? Dahil sa kanya, natuto silang maging matapang. Maging masaya sa gitna ng hirap. At magmalasakit ng kusa. Hindi pilit. Galing sa puso. Galing kay nanay. Dahil sa kabutihang nakuha nila kay nanay, lumaki silang mga bayani. At gaya nila, marami pa sa atin na patuloy na pinapalaki sa gabay at pagmamahal ng isang ina. Para sa lahat ng ito, maraming salamat po.
At yan po ang trabaho ng tatay ko.
Very good. O Angelo, ikaw naman. Anong trabaho ng tatay mo?
Superhero po.
Superhero?
Opo, marami po siyang powers.
Sige nga, anong mga powers niya?
Super lakas po niya. Kahit mas malaki sa kanya, nabubuhat niya. Tsaka super bilis niyang tumakbo. Andun agad siya pag kailangan mo siya. Kaya rin niya basahin ang iniisip mo bago ka pa magsalita. At dahil ang dami niyang powers, ang dami niyang napapasaya. Kaya paglaki ko, gusto ko maging super ng tatay ko.
Hello, Nak?
Tay,
O kain, anak.
wow! Tay, kayo po.
Okay lang ako, anak. Makita lang kitang busog. Busog na rin ako. Oh,
Para di po mawala ang powers niya. Si Lola talaga, iba pagdating sa pera.
Ako, sayang. Ay, Diyos ko.
Bawat barya, bilang na bilang.
Ay, Diyos por santo.
Sabi nga ng iba, ang lola mo, sobrang kunat.
La, sorry po. Kulang po ako ng 25.
Ay, hindi pwede. Malaki rin yun pag naipon, ha?
Wait lang po, La. Baka meron po.
Minsan nga, medyo nakakahiya na.
Bayad.
Dalawa po kayo, La?
Isa lang. Huwag mo nang singilin ang apo ko. Eh, di nakatipid.
Kahit may gusto siyang bilhin,
Ay, Nay, bagay sa'yo to.
hindi pa rin.
Ay, nako. Gastos lang to. Maayos pa naman to suot ko.
Pero kahit ganyan siya,
Bigyan mo ako ng one piece chicken joy na may palabo at extra rice.
May senior.
May senior citizen card ako.
ang sarap pa rin niyang kasama.
O, kita mo, ang laki na natipid natin.
Oo nga po.
Halika na, kaya na tayo.
Lahat sila nagtatanong, bakit siya ganyan? Pero hindi nila alam na si Lola sobrang tipid. Lola!
Ay, hello, birthday boy!
Sobra-sobra kung magmahal.
Kyle, surprise!
Wow.
para sa'yo. Di ba yun yung matagal mo nang gusto?
Wow! Salamat po, Lola!
Ang galing talaga ni Lola, no?
Ang hindi alam ni Lola, dahil sa kanya,
Ano to?
natuto akong ibalik ang pagmamahal na binibigay niya.
Okay, I think that's good enough break for all of us. Let us resume. Okay, so we are now ready for the strategies of Rafe Esquith from Teach Like Your Hair is on Fire. Okay, one of the best teachers in the world. One day, inisip ni Rafe, bakit ganon? Minsan, ang lakas ng impact ko sa mga bata, minsan, hindi masyado. When am I able, tinanong niya, when am I able to make the biggest impact on my students? Alam niyo yung kanyang na-discover, and all of you are involved in doing this, kaya alam niyo yung sagot. Sabi niya, he realized, I make a greatest impact sa aking mga estudyante if I teach them life skills. Okay? When I teach students skills they will need for the rest of their life. Hindi lang yung para mapasa yung quiz next week. Hindi lang yung tuturuan niya para mapasa yung exam next month. Hindi. Sabi niya, I am able to make the greatest impact when I teach them life skills. Skills they will need for the rest of their life. So, umupo siya one day and devised a system for his class. Remember, sabi ko sa inyo kahapon, ito ay self-contained classroom. Siya ang teacher ng lahat ng subjects from 7:30 in the morning to 3:30 in the afternoon. Lahat ng subject siya, pati PE, pati yung break, yung lunch and recess. Kaya yung strategy niya on teaching, yung mga gustong matuto ng gitara, or keyboard, or both. So, he devised this economic system. And here is how it works. Again, I repeat, I don't expect you to follow this. I don't expect you to put in place itong ganitong sistema. I'm simply telling you, meron tayong mga ibang maiisip na paraan kung paano natin mabibigay sa mga kabataan life skills. Skills they will need for the rest of their life. So ganito ang kanyang sistema. On day one, after niyang ipaliwanag sa mga estudyante ang kanyang rules, classroom procedures, he will now say, okay class, again, welcome to my classroom. Now, please realize, please know that the chair you're sitting on, yung inuupuan ninyong silya, kailangan kayong magbayad every month ng monthly rental. Kailangan yung magbayad every month. Real life eh. Ganyan naman ang buhay, di ba? Wala ka namang libreng bahay na makikita. Kailangan mong kumita. Kailangan ka maghanap ng pagkakakitaan dahil kailangan mong magbayad. Para sa bahay, para sa kuryente, para sa tubig. So, class, you have to pay monthly rental for the chair you're using. And kung hindi kayo makabayad ng renta for the month, you have to be evicted. You have to sit on the floor. Real life, ano? But don't worry, ganitong sasabihin niya. Don't worry, I have here job application forms. Real job application forms na dinownload niya sa internet na gagamitin ng mga bata one day pag mag-a-apply na sila ng trabaho. And you have to fill up these job application forms. Ang galing ano, grade 5 pa lang, matututunan na nila kung paano mag-apply para sa trabaho. And here are the job openings. Here are jobs you can apply for with a corresponding task and salary. By the way, when we say money, salary, dollars, these are all either virtual or monopoly money, or in the case of Rafe, because he's been doing it for 20 plus years, nag-print out na siya ng kanyang sariling currency in room 56. Here are the job openings that you can apply for. You can apply as a banker. Salary every month, $600. Banker, for every 5 students, one will act as banker, keeping track of the income, the money, the deductions, the interests of the 4 other students. Okay? Here's another job, and it's the highest paying job in the classroom. Janitor. Ha? Highest paying job. Mas malaki pang salary ng janitor kesa sa banker. Day 1, natututunan ng mga bata, it's not about the title. It's not about the prestige. It's your work is valuable because of the service na binibigay mo sa iyong mga classmates. Mas mataas by $50. And then, ito ang classroom, we will divide it into 4 districts. Every district should have a janitor. Kaya ang classroom ni Rafe, kahit walang maintenance men, janitors, it's spick and span. Why? Because there are janitors being paid to do the job of keeping order, cleanliness, scrubbing the sink daily, sweeping the floor, waxing the cabinets or scrubbing the desks. Here's another job you can apply for, graders. Yan. Sabi ko sa inyo kanina, the bell rings at 7:30. Pero ang mga estudyante, nasa loob ng classroom by 6 a.m., excited to do math and English drills every day. And some of you siguro nag-iisip, ay grabe, dagdag trabaho sa chechekan ng drills. Hindi. There are people paid, students paid to do the checking and recording and keeping track of the grades. They receive a salary of $575 a month. So, math and English drills, including spelling drills. Here's another job, messenger. Kasi minsan meron tayong kailangan ipakuha yung gamit dun sa office, ipadala yung message sa office. We need the messenger. $575 ang sweldo. Or, here's another job opening, police officer. Each district may isang police officer. Kahit walang teacher sa loob ng classroom, no problem. May police officer. Paid to do the job of keeping order and discipline kahit walang nasa loob na classroom na teacher. Here's another job, video monitor. Okay? Now, Rafe Esquith believes in the power of videos, media, movies. Di ba totoo yan, ano? May mga movies na pag napanood mo, ay ang lakas ng impact. They can even be life-changing. Di ba? Some movies are so powerful. So, nagkolekta si Rafe Esquith ng mga videos na ganong klase and has them in the library inside the classroom, video library. And students can borrow over the weekend, bring home. Pagbalik nila ng video, may sagot sila dapat sa 3 questions about the video that will bring out the life lessons. 570. Somebody has to be in charge ng parang video supervisor ng video library, video monitor. Here's another job, recycler, glamorous name for in charge of garbage and trash can. Pero may sweldo, $500 a month. Here's another job assignment or job that you can apply for, and he will warn them, the most boring job of them all, attendance monitor. Boring kasi walang nag-absent, walang late. 6 o'clock pa nga lang, nandun na yung mga estudyante. But we need someone to do the job of monitoring attendance, tardiness. Okay, so $475 a month. Here's another job you can apply for. Clerks, assistant to the teacher in keeping order sa kanyang teacher's desk, sa kanyang teacher's materials. We need a secretary for the teacher. $550 ang sweldo. Here's another job, librarian. Because Rafe would ask his students to do book reports every week. They have to read a book, they have to report about it, they have to write something. No wonder by the end of the school year, lahat sila kaya nang mag-publish ng book, and lahat sila are able to publish a book just with all the book reports that they write and that they rewrite, revise, and correct after the teacher corrects them, compile them, and that can be a book by itself. Librarian, we need someone to take charge of lending out books and books being returned. $525. So you can come up with other jobs and other salaries, ganyan. Pero sasabihin ni Rafe, here is how much it costs, what you have to pay every month. Yung front of the room, closest to the teacher, that's the most expensive. Let's call it Bel Air. $1,000 a month ang bayad nyo, ha? Kasi that's prime location eh. Middle of the room, let's call it Beverly Hills. $750 ang monthly rental ng chair nyo. Remember, pag hindi ka nakabayad, you have to sit on the floor, ha? Like in real life. Next to the video library, let's call it Hollywood, $700. Near the water fountain, let's call it Santa Monica, $675. Dun sa pinakalikod, bad location, Skid Row, $550. What do you notice? The monthly rental is higher than the salaries. Abay, di ba that's life? That's real life. Gano'n naman talaga sa buhay eh. Hindi ka makakabili ng camellia. Hindi ka makakabili ng camellia just relying on your sweldo. Kailangan maghanap ka ng iba't ibang paraan para kumita, extra income, para ka makabili ng bahay. By the way, if you pay the banker 3 times the monthly rental of that chair you're using, good. Then you own the chair. Hindi ka na kailangang magbayad ng monthly rental. You can buy the chair by paying the banker 3 times the monthly rental. And it's better to own than to rent. Aba, grade 5 pa lang natututunan nila. So, sa Pilipinas, siguro we can call, ito Shangri-La yan. Ayan. Ito Rustans. Yung sa gitna, SM. Yung sa likod, Lianas. Parang, o kaya Pure Gold. Yan. Saan ka nakatira? Saan ka nakaupo ngayon? Diyan ako sa Pure Gold. Parang hindi, you're not proud of, diyan ako ngayon sa Shangri-La. I can afford the expensive chair this month. Okay, now, kailangan nilang maghanap ng extra income. And here are ways to earn extra income. Tawagin natin yung bonus money. Get a perfect score in the spelling drill 3 times, or rather, get a perfect score, $50. Banker will credit to your account $50. Do it 3 times in a row, that becomes $100 bonus money added to your account. 90% on any other test, $50. 100%, you get a perfect score. $200. Kaya ang mga estudyante ni Rafe, nagpupursiging mag-aral para maka-perfect score. Anong tawag natin dyan kahapon? High control, high support. You want them to get perfect? They will work hard to get perfect. Who doesn't like $200? Completing a weekend video assignment, $50. So, yung ibang estudyante, hindi lang sila hihiram ng isang video, life-changing video over the weekend. Hihiram sila ng 4 para pagbalik nila sa Monday, they will turn over the answers to the questions that will bring up the light lessons. May $200 bonus money kagad sila dun sa kanilang account. Perfect attendance for the month, $100. Walang gustong mag-absent. Meron na siyang, ang problema ni Rafe Esquith, sabi niya, is not to get the students to come to school. It's how to get students with a fever of 40 to go home. Ayaw umuwi. Pinipilit pa rin pumasok kasi gusto niya yung $100. Now, kaya pala, the students are there at 6 a.m. excited to do math drills Kasi merong $100 for every day that you come at 6 a.m. to do math and English drills. High control, high support. Staying after school for Shakespeare, for the play, for the theater, $100 for every day that you come. Joining the school orchestra, $100. Joining the school chorus, $100. Playing guitar with a teacher during recess and lunch, meron pang $100. Hindi ka lang natuto mag-gitara o mag-keyboard, may bonus money ka pa. But also highest award is being complimented by another teacher, $200. Some students become so rich, they buy their chair by paying 3 times the monthly rental sa banker. And some of them become so rich, they buy the chair of their classmate. Para every month, okay, bayad ka ng renta mo, I own that chair now. Grade 5 and they learn entrepreneurship. Now, these are bonus money. Meron ding fines. Meron ding deduction. Tardiness, $50 fine minus babawas ng banker. And it becomes $100 if you repeat this tardiness. Missing homework, hindi ka nakasubmit ng homework, $50 fine. Rudeness, kasi hindi ka nakikinig habang may nagre-recite na classmate, $50 fine. Messy desk, kasi yung police, di ba may 4 na police for each district, nag-o-organize sila ng surprise raid, binubuksan yung mga cabinets ng mga bata. If they are disorderly or messy, $100 fine. But the biggest fine is for dishonesty, cheating, cut and pasting, plagiarizing, dishonesty. It works. Kaya naman pala lahat ng estudyante ni Rafe Esquith end up in Harvard, Stanford, Yale, highly successful professionals, highly successful businessmen, men and women of character. More importantly, successful in all sense of the word. That is how to teach with like your hair is on fire. It's a madness. It's not for ordinary teachers. Kaya nga sabi ko sa inyo, ang title ng libro niya, The Methods and Madness of Room 56. This economic system is part of the madness already. It's only for teachers who are driven like mad to raise men and women of character. Now, I'll emphasize, Rafe Esquith keeps on going back to level 6 thinking. Okay? So, itong fines, it's not just about the punishment. The dollars, it's not just about the reward. It's about getting them to think, this is how we do things sa classroom namin. We have a personal code of behavior and we live by it. We have a code of behavior and we live by it. We are honest. We work hard. We value team spirit. We support each other. Yan. So, that's the economic system. As I said, Methods and Madness in room 56. Okay, I mentioned he believes in the power of videos. Kaya yung video library niya, aside from people being able to borrow, halimbawa sa weekend, pwede silang humiram ng 1, 2, 3, tapos may bonus points yon. Aside from that, Tuesdays, maaga dinidismiss kasi may faculty meeting. Ang ginagawa ni Rafe, no, I'm not dismissing you, manonood kayo nitong life-changing movie na very high impact. Or any video na may ipapasok niya sa kanyang literature, reading, social studies, whatever subject na merong pwedeng pasukan ng one of those videos, he will make it part of the curriculum. Test-taking strategies of Rafe Esquith. Di ba, ang mga teachers, paano kayo nagre-review ng mga bata? If there is an exam coming up, ang ginagawa ng ibang teacher, halimbawa math, magtatawag siya ng estudyante, lalagay yung problem on the board, 3 sila, and then sasagutan nila sa board, di ba? Tapos, okay class, tama ba ang ginawa? That's how they review. Not Rafe, this is how Rafe is going to do review for his students. Halimbawa, math ang exam, multiple choice. Ang answers. Okay, class, here is the problem. What are the possible wrong answers na lalabas sa multiple choice? Okay? What are the possible wrong answers na lalabas sa multiple choice? Sasagot yung isa, Sir, the student will forget to carry one. Kaya possible wrong answer, this. Very good wrong answer. Very good. Anyone else? Wrong answer? Sir, the student is careless. Instead of subtracting, gagawin niyang adding. Very good wrong answer. Anyone else? Sir, malilito yung bata. Instead of multiplying, fantastic. Wrong answer. Good. Anong ginagawa niya? He is making the students think like test makers. Not test takers, but test makers. Capable of catching yung mga nuances of an exam. No wonder they all do well in Harvard, Stanford, Yale, or in any other exam that they take later on. You make them think like test makers, not test takers. Kaya sabi ni Rafe, yung mga estudyante niya, pag nag-e-exam, naghahagik-hikan every now and then kasi makikita ng mga bata yung mga traps. Yung mga traps na this is because of carelessness. I will not fall into that. Na tumatawa sila habang ginagawa yung exam kasi alam nila kung paano mag-isip ang test maker. That's Rafe Esquith strategy. Teachers, if there is anything we should teach the young people, it is this: time management. They are not conscious of time. You can have a student, buong Sabado, walang ginawa kundi mag-surf, mag-Facebook, mag-TikTok, mag-internet, before you know it, 10 hours na ang napatay niya. We can have students like that now. Yung bang magigising, itbulaga na. Pinatay niya yung buong umaga. That's valuable time. So, ganito niya tinuturuan ang mga estudyante to value time. Okay, class? He would do this every Friday bago mag-dismissal. Okay, class? I'm going to dismiss you at 4 o'clock. Okay? Tapos, babalik kayo sa classroom ng Monday, 7 o'clock. Very good. Ilang oras yon? How many hours total you have from 4 o'clock, the time I dismiss, to the time you come back? 63 hours. Very good. Now, class, please, matulog kayo ng tama ngayong gabi, Sabado at Linggo ng gabi, ha? 8 hours, ha? You see, he emphasizes the importance of sleep. Please make sure, devote 8 hours of sleep every day. So ilan yon? Bawas natin yung 8 times 3, 24. Sunday, huwag niyong kalimutang magsimba. Huwag niyong kalimutang sumama sa pamilya niyo sa worship. Okay? So let's remove 3 hours para sa family time on Sunday. How much time you have left? 36 hours. Think about it, class. Isipin ninyo kung gaano kahaba ang 36 hours. That's how much time you have to do assignment, to read, to watch life-changing movies. Don't tell me on Monday, hindi mo nagawa ang assignment dahil wala kang oras. You had 36 hours. Don't tell me hindi ka nakapag-aral para sa test. You had 36 hours. Kung gagawin mo to linggo-linggo, lalalim ang kanilang appreciation for time, maiintindihan nila ang ibig sabihin ng time management. Marirealize nila kung gaano ka senseless itong sasabihin mo pagdating mo ng linggo, ng Monday, sorry sir, I didn't have time to study for the exam. 36 hours is a lot of time. Anything we do to make them realize the value of time, it's a great service we're giving them. So, itong lahat ng to contribute to creating a culture, a mentality, a mindset. Zero anxiety, level 6 thinkers, with students supporting each other. There's a lot of laughter and humor, low pressure, high support environment, high control, high support environment. Okay, last, before we finish, I welcome you to my classroom. This is my classroom on my last year in Southridge, and some other pictures when I was grade 5 class advisor. Bago pa magbukas ang school year, kasi may technology na tayo, di ba? So, 1 week before magbukas ang school year, pupunta ako sa registrar's office. Sabihin ko, Mr. Piscina, can I have yung mga email addresses ng estudyante in my section, grade 7D? Kasi walang gustong kumuha ng 7D on my last year. Sabi ko, sige na nga, akin na lang yan. Anyway, many of them dumaan na sa akin sa grade 5B. Kilala ko yung mga yan. And then I send an email to all of them 1 week bago magbukas ang klase. First paragraph, I introduce myself. Papakilala kong sarili ko sa kanila. I want to assure them, I know what I'm doing. I'm an expert teacher. May degree ako, may MA, may PhD pa nga eh. Tapos, I've been teaching this many years. Who would want to have a teacher na parang hindi sigurado sa sarili niya? Of course, parents want to be assured na tama ang teacher na nakuha nila, tama ang class advisor para sa kanila. So, I introduce myself to them. Paragraph number 2, I tell them, this is how to contact me. Let's work together. These are the channels to communicate with me. My landline, my, how do you call that? Local number, the best time to call up, even my cell number. Now, again, not because I'm doing this, I'm saying you should. No, some teachers don't like having their cell phones in the parent. Okay, no problem. I respect that. Pero in my years as advisors, it helped me a great deal of good. Napakadali ang communication for me to the parents and for the parents to me because I gave them my cell phone. If you don't like the idea, absolutely no problem at all. That's not an issue. Third paragraph, I tell them about, yan. Well, in the other letters, I would say, please make sure your son brings with him the PE attire. And then in other letters, I would even say, by the way, on the first Saturday, pagbukas ng school year, we will go to Enchanted Kingdom as a class. Below, please send back the reply slip if you allow your son to join us together with his payment. Yan. And if you are willing to lend us your van. And some parents are so nice. Magpapadala sila ng payment for Enchanted Kingdom. For 2, they want to pay for my own ticket kasi they've never seen a teacher like this. Hindi pa nga nagbubukas ang klase. Planado na yung team building. At 3 parents ganun, magpapadala na, uy, meron pa akong pangkain. May allowance, may stipend na. Okay, so, and then day 1, the students come inside my classroom. I give them itong student information sheet. I make them fill up this form. I need to know, not just their name, I need to know about their awards in the past, hobbies, interests, parents' wedding anniversary, so we can greet them. And then their parents, name and birthday, cell number. I ask for their cell number, so I might as well give them my cell number. So parang fair. Because I need to get in touch with them often. So it's good for me to have this information. And then your brothers, your sisters, how old are they? What's their nickname? With this information sheet, I get to know many things about my students on the first hour of the first day of the school year. For education to be effective, it must be personal. And then, I welcome you to my classroom. Ito ang hitsura ng aking classroom. Pagpasok mo, yan. Magugulat yung mga hindi ko estudyante, makikita na, ano yung nakasabit dyan? Those are the class names. Each student has a class name, name of the student, and then at the back is plain white. And then I announce this to the students. Okay, class, anyone who contributes to class honor, class prestige, class reputation, and class unity will get a tag. A tag means like a small sticker, like a small colored sticker. Okay? Every time you contribute to class unity, class honor, class prestige, lalagyan ko ng tag at the back of your name tag. Tapos, at the end of the quarter, students with the biggest number of tags will be given the certificate. The top five students will receive certificate of students of the quarter. At the end of the year, if I can afford it, a trophy for the student of the year with the biggest number of tags. So, halimbawa, okay class, the following qualified to be in the basketball varsity team. Congratulations, you're giving the class honor by being able to make it. And then I announce the names. As I announce the names, I put a tag at the back of the names of each of those students while the class is cheering, applauding, clapping their hands. The following joined us for Enchanted Kingdom last Saturday, contributing to class unity. And of course, in the end, everybody joined. Everybody was there. No one would want to miss an Enchanted Kingdom Saturday. I would put the tags, and it takes time, but as I put more, the cheering goes louder and it becomes a class celebration. I'm creating a class spirit, a class mindset. The team becomes one. The following students, their parents attended the parents' quarterly forum, and most likely it's 100%. It takes time for me to put the tags, but the cheering is worth it. It's worthwhile having that long applause as I take time putting the tags. Of course, the biggest tags are given to first honor, second honor, third honor. The following are third honors for this quarter. They all receive 5 tags. I put the tags. It takes a lot of time. The clapping turns into cheering. The cheering becomes a whole class celebration. The following are second honors. They receive 7 tags. The following are first honors. They receive 10 tags. They are going to work and work very hard. Okay, class, this coming Friday, we have a unit test, a major test, okay? Those who get perfect will be able to get 1 tag each. They are going to study very hard because they want that tag. They want to be the student of the quarter. They want to be the student of the year. Kaya hirap na hirap ang ibang klase to get the parents to come for Parents Quarterly Forum. Not me. My students will make sure their parents are there because they want the tag. Minsan, I have to increase it. 5 tags if your parents come for the Parents Quarterly Forum. Uy, they will want it. So the motto is there, be the best, written. That's what they're reminded of when they enter. On my last year in Southridge, bago ako lumipat ng UANP, birds ang naging motto, ang naging parang theme. And so we became known as the 70 Daring Darters. Now, sabi ko sa kanya kanina, I will tell you how I do we have to finish soon. My first day. Sabi ng research, 3 things are on top of the mind of every student on day 1. Research to, this is not just from observation. 3 things are on top of the mind of every student on day 1. 1, am I in the right classroom? 2, can I sit anywhere? 3, who are you as a teacher? Anong klaseng teacher ka? Are you like those who made fun of me in the past? Are you like those who terrorized me in the past? Or are you like my favorite teachers who cared for me? Who are you as a teacher? Those are the 3 questions on top of the mind of every student. Question number 1. Hindi pa sila nakakapasok ng classroom, nasagot ko na yung tanong. Am I in the right class? Oh, you should know. I emailed your parents. But I don't know, maybe your parents did not submit their email, kaya hindi nila natanggap. But never mind. It's here. Let's check if your name is here. You're here. Congratulations. You're in the best class. Come in. Question number 2. Can I sit anywhere? I know. I have a seat plan. I reserved a seat for you. You see, nasa loob, hindi ka pa nakakapasok ng kwarto, sagot na natin yung tanong na yan. The seat plan is here. And look, hindi ko lang ikaw binigyan ng silya, binigyan pa kita ng trabaho. Can you imagine that? You are in charge of the decors. Itong classmate mo in charge of the lockers. Ito in charge of letters. Ito reply slips collection. Ito collecting the diaries. Ito line marshal. Ito lockers. Ito desk alignment. Ito timekeeper. Ito boardman. Hindi pa sila nakakapasok, maliwanag na ang mensahe sa kanila. Dito, lahat tayo may trabaho. Dito, lahat tayo sama-samang tulong-tulong na magtatrabaho to make the class work. You see, everyone has a role to play. That's class unity. That's class spirit. You are creating a culture of work, of hard work, of teamwork. Kasi lahat tayo may trabaho eh. Wala ditong tatamad-tamad. Everyone has a role to play. Third question, who are you as a teacher? Sinasagot ko yon kasi I follow the advice of Harry Wong. Bago pa mag-ring ang bell on day 1, I would stand by the door. No one could enter except through me. They have to pass through me. And I would stand by the door, welcoming them, shaking their hands, giving them my biggest, widest, fakest smile, telling them, you are lucky to be in this class. This is going to be your most exciting year. Congratulations. This is going to be the best class in school. I tell them all those lies. But you know, they believe the lie. Kasi that afternoon, uuwi sila, excited to tell their parents, Mom, Dad, I belong to the best class. They believe the lie. But no, not that they believe the lie. They will make it happen. They will make it happen. So, driven to excel. That's how our motto went. The question is, and with this we are ending. By the way, nabanggit ko kanina yung may Enchanted Kingdom. Tapos, meron kaming visit, Saturday, visit tayo sa Hospital ng Muntinlupa. Tapos, sa Saturday, may reply slip kung papayagan kayo ng nanay nyo to join us in Mall of Asia, in Fully Booked. We'll spend the time inside the library because I made my own campaign during the time. It was a personal agenda. Anything to get them out of the computer games. Anything. Enchanted Kingdom, while it's expensive, is better than, come on, killing the whole Saturday in front of Counter-Strike during that time. ML ngayon, TikTok ngayon, anything but computer games. We will even do, okay, let's spend an afternoon in Fully Booked and the owner is a Southridge graduate, may 15% discount tayo. Or overnight, sleepover, yung bang hanggang midnight playing basketball, futsal, dodgeball, teamwork, team spirit, team camaraderie, and Enchanted Kingdom, the favorite of the boys. And the class would celebrate birthdays. Nanalo tayo ng number 1, class excellence. Let's celebrate. Uy, nanalo tayo, spelling bee. Celebrate. We are champions in basketball. Celebrate. There is a culture of celebrating for the achievement of a few or of all. Alam mong nangyayari, the success of one becomes the joy of everyone. The failure of one becomes the sadness of all. I mean, everybody becomes now, they start thinking class, thinking, sorry, I'll skip that. So finally, we answer the question, Mr. Rentoy, sobrang daming trabaho niyan. Wala naman yan sa minimum expectations, MLEs, tsaka, okay, wala talaga yun doon. But the question is, does it work? I'll answer the question by showing you the websites we had. Kasi Southridge, you know naman yung mga estudyante namin doon. I hate it when parent calls up and says, Mr. Rentoy, absent yung anak ko. Pwedeng padala yung yaya dyan para kunin yung assignment. No, please, don't send the yaya. Check our class website. Doon namin ina-announce what your son missed, what are the upcoming exams, what are the reminders that they were given. what tests are scheduled, dun lahat. Even the school calendar. So please, ma'am, don't text me about kailan nga ba ang summer break. Ay, ma'am, nasa website natin ang ating calendar. No need to ask me. Ano nga bang schedule ng first quarter exams? Nasa website natin. So, here, I'll show you our class websites for many years. Answering the question, does it work? Is it worthwhile? Okay, we will answer that by reading some announcements. Congratulations, 100% gala. We never had not 100%. I mean, we always had 100% gala. Samantalang yung isang klase, 70% lang. Yung isa, 5, hindi nakadala ng gala attire. Ano ba namang klaseng class yan? I mean, what kind of standard is that? Grade 5. PQF, Parents Quarterly Forum. First, 100% attendance. Second, 86%. Not 100%, pero kung tatanungin mo yung ibang klase, 42% lang ang attendance nila. Less than 50%, but not us. We always had historic high numbers. And of course, the biggest shocker for many is in 5B Best Bets, 86% of our students are in the honors list. 86% means in a class of 25, 3 or 4 lang ang hindi makakapasok ng first honor, second honor, or first honor. Unbelievable, incredible, but it's true. It happened in our classes. So you have here all the congratulations. Students will want to win contests, will want to compete in another year, 100% attendance, thanking the parents for their support. Congratulations, we did it again. Of the 9 finalists in the book fair essay writing contest, 9 are from the 5B Best Bets. You want them to compete, they will want to compete and they will want to win. They want the tag, they want the recognition, they want to give the class prestige, honor, unity. So, I think the answer is very clear. Does it work? Of course it works. Of course it works that we end up being the cleanest classroom for October, for November, and then later on for the other months. Of course it will work. We will always be the highest pointer in the Search for Class Excellence Award. Of course, we were given recognition for Hospital ng Muntinlupa, Enchanted Kingdom trip, overnight outreach, overnight camp out. Okay, so the answer is yes. It works. So it's always like that. Now, congratulations to the honors students of first quarter. Look at this list. 7 first honors, 10 second honors, 5 third honor. Ang tawag namin principal's list, 22 out of 25 students. 3 lang ang hindi nakapasok. And it's not because binaba namin ng standard. It's simply because they want to work hard to be able to achieve it. Okay, so let me finally end with the vision. With this, we are already done with our advisory talk. Okay, this is the vision for you. Yung mga estudyante nyo, abay, hindi lang tuwan-tuwa, they are proud to be in your class. If you're an effective class advisor, ito ang mangyayari. Napakasaya ng mga estudyante sa loob ng classroom nyo. In fact, naaawa sila sa ibang klase. Ang feeling nila, kawawa naman yung ibang klase. Hindi sila kagaya natin. And yung mga nasa ibang klase naman, naiinggit. Balita ko, grabe raw ang klase ninyo. Ibang klase ang spirit, ang camaraderie, ang friendship, ang excellence. Ang mga magulang, tuwan-tuwa, very satisfied and confident na ikaw ang kanilang class advisor. Unang-una, alam nila na ikaw ang class advisor. Kasi you communicate with them. You do all your effort to reach out to them. And excited sila na tumulong, na mag-support. Kasi alam nila, you know what you're doing. And that was my experience. Pag meron kami, sabi ko kanina, may celebration, may birthday, may celebration for championship, for winning. I just have to text three. Text three parents. Sir, mag-aano kami, celebrate as a class kasi nag-champion kami sa Quiz B. And then the three will take care of telling everyone. And before you know it, ay, ako nang bahala sa pizza. Ay, ma'am, sir, ako nang bahala sa sa soft drinks. Meron na bang magdadala ng hamburgers? Ako na lang. The parents are just too eager to take part in the celebration, in supporting, in helping the class. Kahit sila, feel nila ang pagiging 5B best bets kami. Hindi lang nila sinasabi, ang anak ko nasa 5B best bets. Hindi, ang pagsalita nila is, ay, 5B best bets kami. Kasama sila sa section. And the parent satisfaction comes especially from the realization na ikaw, class advisor, is a role model. Hindi lang dahil ang dami mong gimmick, no, but they know you to be a virtuous, upright, moral, high-impact teacher. Pinag-uusapan ka ng mga estudyante, ng mga magulang. They talk about not just your celebration, they mention your professionalism, your punctuality, consistency, firmness, pero fair, kindness, positive attitude. At laging sinasabi nila sa mga ibang mga magulang, the teacher is bringing out the best in my son. Alam niyo, sir, dati yung anak ko bumabagsak. Ngayon nasa third honors. In fact, pinakita ko yung mga pangalan sa inyo kanina. If you're from Southridge, makita mo yung mga pangalan na yon, iisipin mo, the third honor yan. Di ba muntik ma-kick out yan last year? Muntik mag-repeat ng year yan last year. If you are from Southridge and you know those people. Meron silang reklamo, issues about other things. Maybe they complain about sa Southridge, they can complain about the tuition, about the policies. Pero you, being the class advisor, makes up for all their complaints. Ang iniisip nila, baliwala yung complaint na yon. Kasi nandito yung class advisor na to, who's a big difference, who makes a big difference. And they want to support you through and through. Your students, the last thing they'd ever want is to upset you, to offend you, or to be in disfavor with you. Parents may even lose trust in some teachers, even in the system, even in the curriculum. Pero you being their class advisor, that's more than enough. It's still worthwhile na nandito ang anak ko sa eskwelahang ito. In the end, it's because of you. Ikaw, ang spirit of the class, the magic behind the great class that it is. Napakalakas ng team spirit, failure ng isang student, ramdam ng ibang estudyante. Success of the other, of one or a few, becomes the joy of everyone. Everyone is part of the celebration. The applause, the cheering, as I put the tags, becomes authentic. Especially if you do it day after day, week after week, applauding your classmates, celebrating class achievements. There may be misunderstanding kasi these are kids or human beings, but handa silang magpatawad for the sake of class unity. Handa silang to overlook one defect or another. Ito ang klase na magagawa mo, mabubuo mo, that you're able to come up with, regardless of how class was last year, 2 years ago, in the previous years. Kaya ito, I firmly believe in this. If there is anything right now na kailangan ng mga eskwelahan to create a great school, effective class advisors. A big set of effective class advisors. Kaya very crucial na they are trained perfectly according to the vision of creating a school of character. Sila ang gagawa nito, creating men and women of character. Okay? We teach them through the power of our example. Kasi nga, we are the most visible for the students. Tayo ang direct link. Tayo ang kanilang unang-unang nakikita sa eskwelahan and the last they see before dismissal. And that is the vision for our class. Okay, we have reached the end of our seminar, of our series, of our 5 days. And I know it has not been easy. I mean, I'm a teacher myself. I don't like it when I'm asked to attend seminars. And I hope it has been worth your time. I hope you got a lot of how do you call these, strategies. Okay. Let's see. Are there questions regarding yesterday's session? It was really helpful. Okay. In this way, we can avoid labeling students' natural energy as lack of discipline. We can focus on training the students. Fantastic. Very good. Great. Great. Thank you to all of you for sticking it out. I hope the strategies I've given you makakatulong one way or another. You don't have to do all of them or even any of them. The important thing is, I hope na dala ko yung mensahe, malinaw sa isipan ninyo na ay ang dami pa palang pwedeng mapag-aralan na strategies. What I shared with you may not be applicable. Some or all may not be applicable, no problem. Pero applicable. Yung idea na, oo nga, we can still be better, more effective, more efficient teachers, mentors, advisors to our students. And the seminars, these 3 days, really, they're nothing else but an invitation. An invitation to all of you. Ma'am, sir, let us be the best teachers we can possibly be. Kasi kailangan tayo ng mga estudyante. Kasi napaka-urgent. Kasi may crisis. For all you know, this is our solution to the crisis we see in the world today, in society today. Para yung mga estudyante ninyo will one day replace those people in Congress, in Senate, and yes, in Malacanang. Replace them with men and women of character na binigyan natin ng tamang formation. Okay? The certificates, you should be able to receive 5 in all. For those of you who finished all the 5, I would like to request the coordinators to make sure I receive the complete names as they should appear in each of the certificates, okay? And every name will have 5 certificates indicating those hours of self-directed learning, pero ang classification niya is international seminar, no? Because signed by Dr. Thomas Licona and myself. Great. So I can only wish you luck. You know the email address, catalystpds@gmail.com. You know the Facebook page, Schools of Character Groups. Please, if you can join us there, then fantastic, so that you can download as many materials as you want. And if you have any question that you want to pass on through the email or through the Facebook page, you're very much welcome. Okay, great. Congratulations, you survived 5 seminars and 2.5 days. So, that's it, no? I'm going to end this meeting. Enjoy your lunch and enjoy the rest of your years in teaching. I will be ending this meeting in 3, 2.
Thank
God
you
bless
po.
everyone.
Bye
Maraming
po.
salamat. Thank you. Goodbye. And 1.